Firstly, so we UGs we are doing the PS research course over here. We major in one of the science subjects, and then we mostly pursue research. So in the midst of all these activities that we have, like a lot of study pressure, this that. So how do you think one could continue with the riyaz of classical music?
That is a matter of choice. You have to make a choice of what not to do and then do the riyaz. If you're going to say I'm going to watch movies, do my texting whole day and then not be on Facebook, if you cut out all that, you get 2-3 hours very easily. So you can sit and do your riyaz. It has to be regular, even if it's 1.5 hours every day. The first thing to do is get up in the morning, and first thing you do is do your riyaz for 1 hour. Then you do everything else. And if you keep this regular, it will help out.
Okay. So the second question will be, given the current scenario, so very few people actually think very seriously about music, right? So how do you think one could actually pursue music, especially classical music per se, given the current scenario, and especially from the standpoint of someone who has already reached this place?
ऐसा है, तुमको कोई लड़की पसंद है तो उसका जात पात देखते हो क्या तुम? नहीं ना, चले जाते हो ना सीधा. वैसे ही अगर म्यूजिक करना तो क्रॉस द लाइन and go to the other side. Don't think about scenario. Scenario will always be worst and even worse from that. You never look at the scenario and do anything in life. You do something, प्यास लगे तो पानी पिएगा ना, वो ग्लास नहीं लेगा आदमी ना, वो उसमें से आ रहा उसमें से पी जाएगा, तालाब में तो तालाब में पिएगा. तो अगर आपको म्यूजिक करना है, you have to cross the bridge. I said, I'm going to do this. Then no one will stop you. If you start looking at the scenario, you will never do anything. Never do anything. So you should also make a decision कि ये करना है. एकदम कैसा होता है ना, कुत्ते की धूम टेढ़ी 100 साल भौंगनी के अंदर डाल दो, निकालो वापस टेढ़ी, ऐसा होना है. I want to do this. I just glue to it and do it. Then nothing is impossible. कर सकते हैं. समय लगता है. If you are willing to give, I don't understand if people are willing to give 25 years to do a PhD student. They're not willing to give 10 years to become a musician. इसका क्या लॉजिक है? उसको PhD के बाद आपको गारंटी है ना इतने लाख की नौकरी मिलेगी. वो म्यूजिक में नहीं है. लेकिन अगर आप वाकई करना चाहते हो, तो फिर क्या है? I think you should just cross over and do it. You should not think about it. You can't do two things. Education is important up to the age of 25. उसके बाद you need to know what to do with the education. But a decision has to be made much earlier in life as to what. Like when I was 16 or I was 14, I decided to become a musician when I was not doing any riyaz. Okay, nothing I was doing, but I decided I will become a musician. So my father used to ask me, how will you become a musician? तुम तो riyaz musician, मैं तो बनूंगा. बोले तो पागल है, उसके लिए बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, रियाज करना पड़ता है. बोले मैं वो भी करूंगा. बोले कब करेगा? तो करता तो है ही नहीं, करूंगा करके ऐसे नहीं, वो भी करूंगा. But once you make your mind, you should just. So the day my father passed away, I was in second year BA, and I said, this is it. This much education is enough for me to. I have understood what I like in reading and as a context. I like reading history and ancient Indian culture. And what kind of writers are there, what kind of books are there, where can I get all this information? And college life has helped me to keep abreast with what's happening every day and how fast it's changing. So I know how quick the change is. I've got an idea of that. I know how to use my language, how to talk to people, how to use my education to educate myself. Now I'm going to do the music. So my friends will be to the bhuka marega. I said, fine, bhuka marenge. I have decided that you have to do this. I stopped my education immediately. I got really scolded by my mother and my mama who was there. But I stopped it and I said, I'm doing this. This is it. The amount of time I will spend in my education trying to do a MA or a BA or a PhD, I'll spend that time into my music. 5 घंटे की पढ़ाई चाहिए ना, 5 घंटे का रियाज तो. फिर देखो कैसे नहीं होता है. क्यों नहीं होगा?
So my third question will be, so given the current music scenario, So very few people actually listen to classical music, and even less listen to Drupal. So why do you think this change is there, and what can we do to actually?
I think it was always like this. क्योंकि राजा महाराजा के पैलेसेस में थे तो उसका नाम थोड़ा मतलब प्रेस्टीज था कि कलाकार राजा के यहाँ पर, लेकिन वहाँ पर भी दीवाने खास में ही होता था म्यूजिक। ध्रुपद भी 25-30 लोग बैठ के सुनते थे। ऐसा कुछ नया नहीं कि आज बहुत कम है। आज तो पहले मुझे लगता है कि नहीं रे बहुत कम है, बहुत कम है, लेकिन नहीं है, इतना ही था। How many people can buy a Rolls Royce? It's like that. It is a matter of choice. Art is always meant for the classes. It was never meant for the masses. Art comes when, आप देखो, just like if you take महाराष्ट्र में हमारे शिवाजी महाराज हैं, उनके पास कोई कलाकार था, पेंटर था, नहीं था। क्यों नहीं था? Because he was all the time fighting. किसके पास था? अकबर का था। इधर उधर सब कॉन्कर हो गया, अभी बैठ गया, अभी क्या करना है? अभी क्या करेंगे? ताकत सेना की ताकत बना के क्या करेंगे? You start collecting art, architecture, literature, poetry, all this kind of things. So it is a thing of leisure. Art is a thing of leisure. तो उसके लिए उसको वैसे ही अप्रोच करना पड़ता है। अगर आपको लगता है मैं इसको जल्दी खा जाऊंगा या पी जाऊंगा तो नहीं होगा, इसको मैं जल्दी समझ लूंगा तो भी नहीं होगा। You have to have time and spend time with it. और आज के ज़माने में people don't like to spend time. तो आपको लगता है कि कम है क्योंकि पॉपुलेशन भी बहुत बढ़िया है, उसके हिसाब से कम ही दिख रहा है। लेकिन जो भी है, मेरे पिताजी के समय से 4 गुना लोग आजकल ध्रुपद अभ्यास कर रहे हैं, डेफिनेटली कर रहे हैं। 40, I will say 40% more people are doing music in even Drupal. But the rest of the population is so much and pop culture is so much that it doesn't seem even significant. पहले हाथी इतना था, आज हाथी इतना है, तो ऐसे हो गया। तो but that's how it is. I mean, I wouldn't worry about that thing at all.
Okay. Thanks a lot.